Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is now trading exactly at the highest volume level and probably 90% are about to get trapped right here. Let me show you. Now first you can definitely see our trendline area of resistance is right now finally getting a successful breakout straight towards the upside. Last two times we got almost an immediate rejection, almost an immediate reversal back down, but at least right here right now, Bitcoin is still trading above the trendline area of resistance, and also we are spending quite a long time right now exactly at this specific value area high, because yesterday we already got the first rejection back down, we hit the point of control or the biggest volume cluster, but also this specific area was another important level, because what if we are right now measuring the entire bottom price action with volume, where you're right now going to see the point of control of the entire bottom price action was also hit almost to the exact dollar accuracy, and only right now after retesting the biggest volume cluster, Bitcoin is able to get another push up and spending a lot of time at this specific area of resistance. And what does that exactly mean? It simply means the more time we are trading at the area of resistance, the higher the likelihood of the successful breakout straight towards the upside, and would be exactly the same if, for example, we would be trading at the bottom volume level right here. If we would be spending a lot of time at this specific area, would be a bearish Bitcoin indication, and of course in this scenario we could potentially look for another push down. But fortunately for us, Bitcoin is right now trading at the area of resistance at approximately 88,200 US dollars. So let's just right now see if in the next couple of hours we are going to be able to get a successful breakout straight towards the upside. Also, one of the reasons why ideally I want to see higher, of course, it's not only because I am right now holding long trades on Bitcoin, on XRP, and also on Solana right here, but also because when we right now pay attention to our liquidity levels, it really does look like there is right now a lot of liquidity exactly above our recent highs. Now, what you're right here going to see, Bitcoin with this entire push towards the upside, with the first fake out, we got the liquidity grab above the recent highs. And always remember, before a bigger reversal, usually we want to grab as much liquidity as possible before getting a bigger push down. We got right here a liquidity grab, we got a push down. With this specific bounce, unfortunately, we did not take the liquidity above this specific high. So what we can right now say, not only Bitcoin has the liquidity right now exactly above the specific high at 90,357 US dollars, but also we have another high right here that still has not been taken, 89,400 US dollars, but also right here with yesterday's push towards the upside, Bitcoin formed another lower high, which right now also means we have even more liquidity exactly above this specific area, almost exactly at 89,300 US dollars. So what we can right now say, not only Bitcoin is right now spending a lot of time at the value area high, which technically speaking it is going to be a bullish Bitcoin indication, but also we have a lot of liquidity levels, which is going to be another reason why potentially we might be looking for another push towards the upside on the Bitcoin price itself. And this is right now why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1,000 likes are really possible. And of course also, if you want, you can join my free VIP Discord group with this specific link down below in the description. Right now, let's also talk about the CVD indicator, the yellow line, that is showing to us if the brand new buying or selling pressure is coming in the market. And maybe you're even going to be surprised, but at least for the past few hours, lower low is right now being formed on the CVD indicator, but on the Bitcoin price, we are getting a very slight higher low. This right now simply means selling pressure is coming in the market, not able to push the price lower. This is right now why we are getting a higher low right here. Someone is clearly absorbing the selling pressure coming in the market, which is going to be a bullish divergence, bullish absorption, and of course also another bullish Bitcoin indication. And not only that, remember what we were looking at yesterday. On the Bitcoin liquidation heat map yesterday, we were on the 1 week time frame. Right now, let's look on the 2 week time frame, where the story is also going to be very, very similar. Bigger liquidations on Bitcoin are not going to be below the recent lows. If Bitcoin does get a push down, we are going to liquidate approximately 155 million of long positions from the entire cryptocurrency market. However, if we do get right now another push towards the upside, not only, as we said before, we are going to take a lot of liquidity above our recent highs right here, but also we are going to liquidate approximately 230 million of short positions from the entire crypto market. So this specific level is right now for Bitcoin acting as a magnet. And of course, because of that, it is going to be another bullish Bitcoin indication. So let's right now make a very clear plan. I do right now remain in all of my long trades, ideally looking for another push towards the upside, at least for Bitcoin to start taking the liquidity above our recent highs. Also, of course, I'm right now still holding my trading bots that are right now still trading for me, Bitcoin and Ethereum trading bot, but when could we potentially flip bearish if our plan is not going to play out? What if our area of resistance is right now so strong and Bitcoin does get another major push down? Where is going to be the point where we can then say, okay, we are probably not going to continue higher, but actually we can be looking for a bigger push back towards the downside? It's actually going to be very, very simple, because only a few hours ago, Bitcoin confirmed a brand new daily high-term time frame area of support at $85,400 US. Now, this specific level is actually not a random level. Let me right now share with you an area where Bitcoin previously have gotten many bounces because simply the level has been very nicely respected. This specific zone of support for Bitcoin, clearly it does look like it was quite an important area of support. Support level right here, support level, also support level right here. So what we can right now do, measuring the entire bottom price section once again with volume, value area low coming in almost exactly at this specific zone, and of course also our daily level coming in almost exactly right here. So what we can right now say, if Bitcoin does right now get another push down, we start losing the value area low and the daily bearish Bitcoin indication. In this scenario, of course, I'm going to get stopped out on some of my long trades right here, and in this scenario, of course, we are going to look for lower targets on Bitcoin. The lower target I'm going to pay attention to, if Bitcoin starts breaking our daily and the value area low, simply it is going to be another lower low. We are going to pay attention to the targets below 80,000, maybe even 75,000 US dollars, maybe even 70,000 US dollars on Bitcoin, but nevertheless, at least as of right now, the value area low is holding. And also, later in the video, I really want to talk about Ethereum and also XRP, because both of them potentially right now do have quite a nice trading setup. Right now, let's go back on Bitcoin right here, because we really need to talk about our exponential moving averages on the 1 hourly time frame. Because what you're right here going to see, our 50 EMA on the 1 hourly is right now definitely curving back towards the upside. And of course, if Bitcoin does get a breakout above our volume level right here, I definitely do think our 50 EMA is going to go above our 200 EMA, which technically speaking, it is also going to mean Bitcoin is going to enter an average uptrend on the 1 hourly time frame. Now, additionally, we then also need to pay attention to the 2 hourly time frame. Are we going to be able to get a bullish cross also on a slightly higher term time frame? But for this to happen right here, we definitely then need to get a bigger push towards the upside with our 50 and also with our 200 EMA. But nevertheless, at least as of right now, I am not really interested to fire another long trade on Bitcoin. I am of course going to look for a short trade at our area of resistance. However, that does not mean we cannot look for another long trade on Ethereum and also on XRP. More about that slightly later, but of course, if you want to trade with us, make sure you take an advantage of the free 30,000 US dollar bonus with the first link down below with Bybit right here, because Bybit Exchange is right now giving to you only after you register 20 USDT completely for free. Then of course, you deposit, you get another 20 USDT, but also when you're going to start trading, you're going to get even bigger bonuses. So take advantage of the free bonuses only after you register and after initial deposit with the first link down below in the description. Right now, let's also talk about the RSI, the money flow indicator, and of course also what is going to be our next trading setup on Ethereum and also on XRP. Now, going first of all with the RSI indicator on the 4-hour time frame. Unfortunately, right here, yes, we are getting some kind of a bearish indication, because the RSI clearly right here, it is getting another higher high right here, while Bitcoin is getting some kind of a lower high. So on the RSI, on the 4-hourly, we are unfortunately getting a hidden bearish divergence. What about money flow? Yes, unfortunately, the story is going to be exactly the same. Higher high on money flow, lower high on Bitcoin, which definitely is going to be a bearish indication, because of course it is clearly going to be a hidden bearish bearish divergence. However, as I said before to you, I am not right now saying to you Bitcoin must get a push down because of our hidden bearish divergence. In my opinion, currently, we are getting slightly more bullish indications. As we said, we are trading exactly at the volume level. We have a lot of liquidity exactly above the recent highs. That is why right now, before we get a push towards the downside, I'm looking first of all for Bitcoin to get another push up. Of course, as we said before, when we are going to be wrong or when we can be then more bearish on Bitcoin, if we are going to be breaking our very important value area low at approximately $85,500. But also right here, if Bitcoin does go higher, something we already talked about yesterday, a major area of resistance is going to get hit. Let's right now zoom out on the daily time frame, and we are going to apply our major trendline area of resistance on our chart. And you're right now going to see a major level on Bitcoin is going to come in at approximately $90,500, almost exactly where we also have our major liquidations cluster right here. So definitely, the liquidations cluster right here, our recent highs are really not a random level. Of course, Fibonacci retracement from the high back towards the low, it is also going to be a golden pocket. So at this specific area, yes, I am going to look to fire a brand new short trade on Bitcoin if the opportunity is going to be offered to us. That doesn't mean I'm going to close my long trades because, of course, if then the level is going to be broken towards the upside, I still want to be in my long trades, but nevertheless, at least I'm going to try and go with a short position if there is going to be some kind of a sign of weakness at approximately $91,000. Now, let's also talk about Ethereum, because when I analyzed Ethereum yesterday, it really does look like it does not really look that weak. Let's go first of all on the daily time frame, on a very high term time frame, to talk about our diagonal areas of resistances. What you're right now going to see, going right now with this specific high, connecting all of our lower highs, it actually does look like this specific trendline area of resistance already previously was very nicely respected. We got a rejection back towards downside, but also right now it looks like we might have gotten some kind of a bullish retest. Bitcoin is right now clearly trading above our trendline area of resistance on the daily time frame. Right now also, what if we are zooming in a little bit, let's just say on the 30-minute time frame, because what you're also right here going to see, connecting our lower highs with a diagonal area of resistance, Ethereum and of course not only Bitcoin are right now breaking also some kind of a trendline area of resistance straight towards the upside. And yes, what we are getting right now on Ethereum USD chart, in my opinion, is definitely not really going to be a sign of strength. And also Ethereum Bitcoin chart, as you probably know, because we have talked about this specific chart already in the past, is right now also breaking quite a significant trendline area of resistance towards the upside. So what could that potentially mean? If Bitcoin right now does go higher, Ethereum probably is going to outperform Bitcoin, is probably going to get a bigger push towards the upside versus what we can be expecting on Bitcoin itself. Also right now, when we go with the XRP chart, as we already said yesterday, I actually shared with you that yeah, I did enter a brand new long position on XRP at approximately $1.867 area. So yes, yesterday I was sharing with you this exact trade because simply XRP got a successful swing failure pattern or a liquidity grab exactly below the recent low. So how can you right now approach a chart to actually make money in the cryptocurrency market? In my opinion, because right now XRP is actually getting a beautiful swing failure pattern, if you're not already in a long trade, you might be looking for another long position right here, stop loss below our recent low. If Bitcoin right now is actually going to be able to get a bigger push towards the upside, then of course you could be looking to move your stop loss to break even when we are going to be trading at our major area of resistance, because definitely if we are then going to get a bigger rejection back towards the upside from our golden Fibonacci ratio, XRP and of course also Ethereum probably are going to follow. But at least as of right now, XRP, in my opinion, is right now still looking quite bullish. We might be looking for slightly higher targets, at least towards our liquidity levels right here above our recent highs. Also on Ethereum, pretty much the exact same story. We are breaking our trendline area of resistance, and to be honest, we don't really have any major areas of resistances, just slightly higher above us. So let's right now see if Bitcoin does continue higher. If not, of course, unfortunately, we are going to look for another lower low right here, but at least as of right now, our trades, all of them pretty much, are being in a very nice profit. Also, the trading bots are right now trading for us, making us passive income, and that is right now why, if you want to trade with us and use my trading bots, click this specific link down below in the description. You're going to sign up on Pionex, and of course, after you register and after initial deposit, you're going to get some beautiful bonuses. Then simply copy my exact trading bots with this specific link down below. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.